Where are you from, Don? Where were you born? Someplace in Texas? It's hard to remember because the town no longer exists. We met at Eastern New Mexico University. He said he saw me in the dining hall and he asked somebody who was that. And they said, my name. I said, well, how can I meet her? And they said, well, just call her up on the phone and ask her for a date. Well, he called on the phone and he said, you know, I'd like to take you out. And I said, well, I don't know you. Let me find out first. And checked with my roommate. She said, do you know anything about this fellow, Don Fisher? Oh, let me ask around. And he got a positive response. So when he called again, I said, yes, we'll do that. Our first date was a Wednesday night church meeting. My dad lived in Alamogordo, New Mexico. I lived in California with my mother. And they gave, my stepdad and my mother gave me a car to go back to school, to drive to school. So I drove from California to New Mexico, but the car broke down just after I crossed the border into New Mexico. And Don had gone to visit my dad in Alamogordo to ask for my hand in marriage. So, as it turned out, I had to go pick him up and we went back to school together. And then my car broke down. Don was trained as a mechanical engineer. I thought I wanted to be a doctor. And then of course I met Don and I decided MRS is more important than MD. How many children do we have? You remember?
I don't know.
Okay. Well, you think on it and I'll tell her. Try 3.
Do.
I think we've done it all. We've been throughout the world, Australia, to Africa, to Europe. One thing we have not been is to China or Japan, although Don was in the army and he was in Japan for a while. He spent a year on Okinawa. That would have been in the early 50s, like 52. At 26, he was drafted. The cutoff was 25. He went to El Paso for basic training, and I followed him down there later. And then that's when our son was born. Yeah, it was a busy couple of years. People don't have a chance to get to know each other really good. Sometimes first impressions are not always the most reliable. What do you think?
I'm not thinking